Today, we're going to be taking a look at this smartwatch, which was sent to me in no charge for this review, and I've done a ton of review on smartwatches, and I think that this one right here is probably one of my favorites. Let me tell you why. So before we look into all the features of the watch, and it has a ton of features, there's a couple of things that it does not do. One of the main things that people usually ask me about these watches is, can I answer my phone when it rings without having to pull my phone out of the pocket? Answer to that is yes. You can answer calls, but you cannot make calls. It also does have a caller ID, so it stores up to 10 numbers. Can I receive all of my notifications for messages from WhatsApp, from Facebook, from Messenger, and all of those other social media apps? And the answer to that is yes. Can I reply to those text messages? And the answer is no. So that's just a few of the features. Now I want to bring you in close and show you what the watch can do. And then I also want to show you the app that comes with it and the different options that you have with it as well. So the first thing we notice here is that we have a shake to wake, but it only stays on for just a few seconds, which is going to be very difficult for this video. What I want to do is go ahead and get into my settings by dragging down and then clicking my settings button. And then in my settings, I want to go to the display. And on display, I can have my screen time changed all the way up to 30 seconds. And so we're going to leave it at 30 seconds for now, so that we can make this video. Now to get back to the home screen, I'm just going to click my home button right here at the top, and we're back at the home screen. Now it's going to stay on for 30 seconds at a time unless I touch it. So we're just going to walk through some of the gestures that we can do. If we swipe from the left to the right, we're going to get our quick menu, and the quick menu is going to be the last apps that we've opened up. If I swipe left again, I'm not going to get anything. Next, we can drag down from the top, and here we're going to get several different options. We can change our screen brightness. We can go into our settings. We have an SOS. We have an information, which is going to tell you all the information about your watch. We have a torch, which is a little flashlight. We have our phone that we can turn the audio on or off. Then we also have a do not disturb button, and then our battery level. All we're going to do is click on any one of these that we want to explore. For example, the SOS. If you are in distress, you could use that to get somebody's attention. And then you also saw the torch there. We can turn that on just like that and have a little flashlight on our watch if you can't see the keyhole or anything like that. Now, it's not just a flashlight. You can also, right over here is the torch button. We can turn that to an SOS to get somebody's attention. And then we can go back to a steady light. We can turn that off either from touching the screen or long pressing the button on the side. If we want to go back home, we're going to push this button down here at the bottom, and that's going to take us back home. When we swipe up, this is where our messages are going to be, where we can read our messages, but we just can't reply to them. When we go back home, we keep swiping from right to left. This is going to be our fitness tracker, so it's tracking our steps. And then if we go up from there, we can see the total steps, the distance we've walked, and the amount in the last 24 hours. Swipe up again, we're going to get the last 7 days. And then we're also going to get an average. Swipe from right to left again, we're going to get our heart rate monitor, and then we're also going to get our weather. And you can customize this however you want. If you push that plus button, you can add or remove any of these options, any of these apps right here. Now back from the home screen, we have done our left to right, we've done our right to left, we've done our ups and our downs, but there are still more features that we can look at here. When we push the home button, we're going to get into our app drawer, and in our app drawer, we have a ton of different features here. There's our SOS button. Right here in the center, this is going to be your compass. Not every watch has a compass, so this is going to be great for the outdoorsmen or for the women who like to be outdoors as well. If I swipe left to right, I'm going to go back into my app drawer, and I can just scroll through these things here. Here's another neat one right here, which is going to give you your air pressure. It's also going to give you your altitude, and you can calibrate those by pushing that button down here on the bottom. Really cool features here on this watch, and that just keep coming. There's tons of things on here. There's also a calendar that you don't see that on too many watches these days. It does give you the date, but this one here gives you a full calendar that you can look at. There's a couple of different options on the home screen for changing the screen. You can long press it, And then these are screens that are both preloaded and screens that you have downloaded, so you can change the face of that to whatever you like. Okay, so the app that goes with the watch is called the Fit Cloud Pro, and you can see it right here in my watch apps. It's the one completely over here it's the one all the way over here to the right. When we open that up, the first thing it's going to do is sync the app to your watch, and you can see that since I've been wearing the watch, I got 537 steps, burned 25 calories. I've walked a quarter of a mile with a goal of 8,000 steps, and you can change that goal, and I'll show you how to do that. We're looking down here at the bottom first. You can see 3 tabs. You got your home tab, device tab, and you got the me tab. So on the home tab, this is what we're going to see every time we open it up. If we click on the little guy at the top left-hand corner of the screen, this is going to be a real-life, real-time tracking of your steps, whether you're walking, running, hiking. When we click on the device, you can see this is the KE5, and it's connected, and it's also giving you your battery level. And here you can see your wallet, your business cards, your push notifications, and on your push notifications, this is where you're going to be able to enable the notifications that you get from your Facebook, your email, your X or your WhatsApp, your Skype, all of those different social media apps. You got drink reminders, you got your sports push, you got your weather reports, you got your raise to wake, you can turn that on, you can turn that off. You can find your watch if you happen to misplace it. I can't push that button right now because it'll turn off my screen record. But anyways, those are the number of features that you have available for you. When you go to the me side of it, this is where you're going to be able to program some of the specifics. A lot of people have trouble changing it from Celsius to Fahrenheit or imperial standard, all of those different metrics. So right here under the units, when you click the units, you can change from metric to imperial. You can have your meters, your feet, your miles, your kilograms, your pounds, your Celsius, your Fahrenheits, you know, all of those either American or imperial numbers. You can also connect this to various apps like Google Fit, Health Connect, We Run, and then there's some settings in here that you can change if you want to. Allowing this to run in the background is going to consume just a little bit more battery, or you can shut that off if you want to. You can choose the theme, you can update it, all of that from right here, or you can log out and just have your watch not connected to your app. So, as I said before, if you are somebody who likes to be outdoors, I think the compass is going to come in real handy. The barometric pressure is going to come in real handy. The altitude is going to come in real handy. If not, it's just real neat information. So this is not just your basic smartwatch. It's got so many different added features that I think if you was to make the purchase, you would really like it.